Hey guys, welcome back to tonight's episode of Fabled, where a bunch of us sit around a table, have some fun, play some D&D. One of us hanging out in a chair at his house, all comfy and whatnot.
I wouldn't call it comfy.
Well, either way, Pan is back this week so that he can roll his own dice and have some of his own fun. So, to give you guys a little bit of a recap from where we were last night. Well, not last night, but last time we were here. So, last we left off, our crew of adventurers had found their way through forests and mountains. Came across a interesting sight as a red dragonborn was incoherently driving his hands into blighted bark, causing them to bleed and mumbling incoherently to himself. The party attempted to reconcile with this individual. Unfortunately, due to some untimely and quick movements, spooked him, caused him to spew fire across the party and hurtle off into the distance.
Yep.
After this event occurred, the party decidedly chose to forego their plans to head towards the ruins that they were venturing on and make a detour off to find this village that they had heard rumors was suffering. In coming into Sequoia, our group of adventurers, the Unbroken Ventures, met the guard Valerian, who led them into the village proper, which is where they made acquaintance with Zreya, the impromptu current elder of the village, because her grandmother, unfortunately, had fallen into a coma of unknown causes. Upon realizing that the group were seekers, Zreya pled for their assistance and, hoping to rid the forests of its blight, venture down into the Nether Hollow and discover what causes underneath were affecting the nature in such a terrible, horrible way. She promised she would lead the party to the Hollow, but first they had to make it through the beasts that were rampaging in the forests on the way there. It was then that the party decided to lay down for a decided long rest. Dana, whose dreams were different as of late, found a new page in her book of shadows. But as we all awake, this is where we find ourselves. So, Unbroken Ventures, as the sun creeps over the horizon and peeks through the thick branches of redwoods above, you begin to hear the sound of birds chirping, morning forest sounds creep through, and the sound of the village bustling comes to light. Now in this early forest morning, what are we all going to do?
Be joined by Cisco first off.
Yep.
Take a little yawn, stretch, get up, and go, what are we doing again? So I don't feel like myself lately. It's almost like the whole past day just gone.
I look at him annoyedly and say, "It's because you're sick."
Don't worry, little one. We'll find the cure. Or defeat whatever's causing this sickness.
Actually, on that note, Pan,
Yes.
if you would, sir, please roll me a intelligence saving throw.
Come on, boy.
Is that with advantage?
What's the 17?
A 17? You're fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Would there be anybody willing to
What's
part
the
with
plan?
armor?
Any what?
Anyone willing to part with armor?
Not necessarily. What kind of... Well, what are you looking for? This early in the morning before anyone's ever had a chance to wake up.
Just anyone who would possibly have armor,
Well, I mean, there's...
light armor,
Like
kind.
studded leather? Is that what you're looking for?
Sure, I'll go with that.
That's probably what you'd be looking for.
Well, so as you guys wake up and find yourselves in the village center, it seems that this village tends to take communal meals. It's a very vegetarian breakfast. Greens, berries, fruits, a few spiced roots.
Are the natives like dragonborn, or
They are. It's a complete clan of red dragonborn.
Dragonborn? Okay, this is the clan that.
You had heard rumors were having issues. Erratic behavior, and the forest around surrounding their area was afflicted by some kind of blight.
Okay.
And as you look around, you do see that there are members who have, strange purple marks running up their necks or along their arms, like lightning through their veins. Very similar to what's happening to you on your torso.
Gotcha. Have we already spoken to like the village elder? Anybody?
So that's who Zrea was. The village elder herself is actually in a coma at the moment, but her granddaughter Zrea has implored you to make way towards the Nether Hollow, where the source of this blight is definitely going to be. She needs you to figure out what's disturbed the Hollow and why the blight is escaping and presenting itself in such a violent manner.
Gotcha. Okay.
While we're figuring out what we're gonna do, I'm gonna stand up, dust off my knees, and go get some breakfast.
Yeah.
Ugh, breakfast sounds like a good idea, Kitchen.
You guys want that pocket bacon?
Celine asking around at breakfast. Zrea does tell you that she is sure that they could spare like a light set of leather armor, just basic leather armor.
Let's say, isn't that what you're wearing?
That is what I'm wearing.
This is not like a. I mean, they're a peaceful druidic clan mostly. They don't really have, hardy armaments. So, unfortunately, nothing that you're quite looking for.
I thank her for
Hmm?
offering.
Well, the morning passes quietly. Is there anything anybody wishes to do before I move on?
So we just head to the hollows.
I would ask Sarai what the surrounding, what beasts usually dwell within the surrounding forest.
Oh, well, there's a number of beasts, truly, that wander the forests here. But the part that we're going to be traversing off towards the hollow it's got a special name. We call it Seilan Shui. And in the common tongue, for those of you who don't speak Draconic, it is the Shaded Thicket. If Eridorn chooses to share that with the group.
I would repeat the shaded thicket.
Sounds complicated.
The Shui is generally populated by your normal beasts, apes, birds. Sometimes the flora can be a little picky.
Anything in particular to watch out for?
Well, Seilan Shui has always been guarded by the eldest of the Ents that wander nearest our groves. But he's gone silent. This is why we were sending out sentries.
And those never came back.
Well, many of them we found not far from here, petrified.
Great.
Stone statues of themselves, faces of horror. One was shattered irreparably. But that is the ground that we have to tread in order for me to get you to the hollow. I fear that if something has happened to our guardian, then whatever is affecting the forest there is truly horrifying.
Right.
I mean, he has protected these forests for hundreds of years.
Well then, we got any more reason to delay?
If everyone's done with their breakfast, we should head on.
Well, you spend the rest of the morning packing up, checking your armaments, and a few of you go to polish your tokens and see that they've taken on no dust or wear, still just as perfect as when Ian presented them to you. As you begin to press forward, Eridorn, you feel something tugging within you. Make a wisdom check for me.
Just a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Stupid mouse. Ten.
10? Your connection is strong enough that 10's enough that you feel this tugging within yourself. And at first you try to pull away from it, but something oddly seems familiar, and so you kneel and place your hand down into the soil to ground yourself. And that's when you hear nature's voice whispering to you ever so slightly. It almost sounds sick, but you feel it almost sighs in relief as you take steps in the direction that you're headed.
You're right there, Dorn.
This is the right path.
Or is it the left path?
No, this is what we are supposed to be doing. I feel it.
So actually you're both kind of, we are going left here at the fort.
I sigh in annoyance.
Zreya, who I can actually show you all.
So good. There she is. Hello.
She is donned in much finer armor than what you guys saw her the night previous. The staff on her back is elaborate, featuring 6 dragon heads. Not snake heads is what the picture has, but dragon heads. And each dragon head is a wooden carving. One of them is filled in red. The others are still plain wood. They have yet to have been painted. She leads you. She looks to you all and she says, "The journey can be a long one to the hollow, depending on how nature allows us to pass. It may take a day and a half."
We are prepared.
Well, I shall begin to read the signs and lead our way. If anyone here is a decent tracker and sign reader, I would not mind a little bit of assistance.
I've done my share of survival in the woods before.
Same here. I grew up in the Paywilds.
Nice.
This forest may yet be strange, but I wouldn't say it's quite as strange as your homeland.
Not quite as strange as he is.
Of course, what's happening here also.
No, don't resent that.
But do you resemble it?
Very much so.
So if somebody would like, they can roll a survival check with Drea, or they can give her advantage.
Adorn, would you like to take it, or do we speak?
I will give her advantage.
You're going to give her advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was not horrible.
Neither is mine, but I feel like she probably has a higher.
I can give her guidance.
If you want to give her guidance, you may.
Cast guidance.
Do you give her guidance?
I cast
Andrew,
guidance.
pop it down.
Yes.
She'll take it.
Not Eldritch Blast. No,
Okay.
not Eldritch Blast.
Let's not do that. Let's not start that.
No blow yuppie yet?
That's not going to add well. Okay, so plus 8, 18. That's not bad. Or 19. That's a 19. Okay. So she does lead you guys very easily on the first part of this journey. The first half of your day, she spends talking about the history of Ceylon, Suisse, and the rich cultures that their village has developed because of the lush, vibrant life that lives here in this wood. But unfortunately, as you venture through, it's hard to picture what she's talking about because the further you press on, the floor is darkened, almost cracked soil, the bark dry on the trees, leaves turning ever darker and darker purple, many crumbling and falling, blighted to the ground, crunching underfoot as you make your way.
It's not very healthy, is it, Eridorn?
No, it is not.
This particular blight has spread quite quickly.
I can see that.
There are occasional flare-ups, but generally our magics can contain them. This is beyond anything that the clan has ever seen. You do stop for an afternoon snack and rest.
Snack.
Huh?
Snack.
Before pressing on again. Is she taking advantage again, or is somebody else going to roll with her?
I think she can take advantage again.
Okay.
She saw guidance, or is that anything else?
She can actually guide herself.
Druids.
That is a 23.
Nice.
Okay. So she's keeping the journey short for you guys.
Nice.
With Eridorn's help. And Eridorn, you've traversed dense jungle before. She describes you the kind of sign she's looking for, and you're able to pretty quickly and easily point it out and help her through. I do want everyone at the table to please make a perception check.
Perception?
Yep.
That's performance. 17. That is actually
I
supposed to
gotta
be a
find
6,
it
not
on
11.
the.
16 for Pam.
16.
11.
I saw it just a second ago. That is 12.
12. Dana?
17.
17.
6.
So, Eridorn and Dana. Wait, no, what was Eridorn's?
Mine was 11.
11. Nope, it was Pan then.
Yes.
Pan and Dana. As you guys are walking this afternoon, a couple of hours pass. A change in color catches your eye. Both of you seem to glance at it at the same time. You see rough-hewn gray nestled within trunks of trees off to your right-hand side.
Moving along with us or stationary?
Stationary.
Are we moving what it is from where we are? Or do we have to?
It's hard to see. It looks like a rock or a boulder of some kind, maybe. A stone protrusion.
And do you see that? Pan,
I'm gonna check it out.
go touch it.
Don't
I'm touching it.
So Pan runs over to it.
don't touch it,
Yeah.
Pan.
I'm touching it.
So you run up to go and touch it, Pan, but before you do, you get just close enough and you see a face in the stone,
Oh.
and you realize this is what Zreya may have been talking about. You hear her walk up closely behind you, and she says, "This is Jaron. He was the second that we discovered.
Is it just the face or is it the whole body?
The whole body's there, petrified in stone."
Oh, okay. Maybe we should get him out of this so we can find him easier? Maybe there's a way to reverse it?
There are ways, but it takes time to prepare those sorts of magics, and our resources are stretched thin enough as it
Just
is.
saying, put it to where he's more easily visible, because we almost missed him walking by.
I know where he is. It's not so easy to move. If something were to happen while we were moving him, we might not be able to restore him.
He might fall apart in our hands.
Leave the dead to those responsible for
Is
them.
there, like, a thicker tree next to the rock?
I'm just busy playing my lute.
He's kind of nestled between two trunks almost. That's why he was hard to see.
I'm gonna carve
Wait, flute.
decent
I
sized
said
axes
flute.
on the trees with my axe.
I
Okay.
was gonna say make him a crown of leaves.
You make him a crown of leaves. Well, so the leaves here, unfortunately, are very dead, and
Oh, that's true.
Lighty.
yeah, you can't really weave a crown.
Yeah, I'll just carve a big axe.
But you can make a crown out of dirt. and just-
I'll go sit down on a
Okay.
rock nearby. Watch from a distance.
I'm gonna run
Supposed
up
to
here
be
and just annoy him with my
insulting
lute.
pan.
You are supposed to be insulting Pan. It's fine.
Insulting pan's
Yeah.
plan.
My insulting is my agitation and non-participation.
So, you carve your X Pan. It's clearly visible, very visible from the right path.
As he finishes, I get up, walk by. Looks like shit.
That's better.
There we go.
And we're not safe on you.
That's more accurate.
As Pan's doing that, and you're all stationary here for a moment, Nate, roll me a d6, please.
4.
4. I need everyone at the table to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, everybody.
Everybody.
I'm gonna suck.
Sorry, I just thought I was special for some reason.
Nope.
I got the big old natural one.
Oh
I-
no.
17. 11.
20. 19.
Okay. What was Kinchin's?
17.
So Eridorn and Pan. Eridorn, you're supposed to be good at this. You hear a subtle singing on the air, and you feel yourself drawn. You glance over in the opposite direction, further down the path, and you see, oddly amongst the dead in the purple, a vibrant patch of bright yellow lilies. And you have to go to them.
And we'll get very, like, go down, like, yeah, just sit towards it.
Peter Griffin's it? Is that what you're doing?
Hmm?
The rest of you see as the two of them suddenly just start walking towards this patch of flowers.
What are you doing?
There's music.
Don't.
Can I grab
It's pretty.
him as I'm suspicious?
It's like angels singing almost.
Don't
And
touch
tell
the
Pan
things.
he's an idiot?
Very welcoming.
Don't touch the things.
Tell them all you want.
Don't.
But can I grab him?
Don't
You
touch-
n-
The earth singing to us.
You need to go to these flowers.
I'm skipping over there.
Pan.
So Kinchin reaches out for Eridorn. Make a strength check. Or so you make a strength check. You can make either or acrobatics. You can make acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics?
Not
I-
athletic. No, yours is athletics, Nate.
Mine? Okay.
Yep. Eridorn can make either athletics or acrobatics to evade you.
20?
Yes.
Can I mold earth around Pan?
Like,
And like capture his little feet?
You're gonna cast Mold Earth.
Yeah.
You can do
I've
you can do a
got-
5-foot cube to just kind of bottom in. So sure.
15.
15. What was yours?
24.
24.
Oh.
You cannot hold on to him. You reach out and grab the back of his armor, and he just pulls away as he gets to the flowers. Reaches down and takes one. And you need to eat it. Pan, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Make a strength check to try and keep falling out of the dirt.
Yeah, this is essentially you avoiding the pothole that suddenly formed underneath you.
Yeah, no, it's only 9.
You definitely you fall into this sudden pothole that just suddenly just appears underneath you.
Damn it, Pan!
So he is delayed for a moment. Eridorn. Beautiful, delectable, brilliant golden flower has this most amazing nectar dripping down the petal. You need to taste it.
can I yoink it away?
Taste.
I don't think.
No fair say
It's
so.
too quick of a movement. He just...
No, Pan.
Bad pen.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. The rest of you see him grabbing this thorny, black, disgusting something that his hand bleeds as he grabs onto it and shoves it into his mouth.
17.
17. Okay. So you only take 4 points of poison damage, which is your resistance to poison,
I
right?
am.
So you take 2 points of poison damage, and you are not poisoned.
Was that a saving throw against the magical effect?
So Pan, you haven't eaten yet. You got stuck in the
No,
hole.
no, no, no. I'm talking about the wisdom.
No.
No. Okay.
It's
As soon as I dive into it, do I...
well, actually, it would be a magical effect, I guess. Technically,
Okay, so I probably would say the excessive one.
yeah. So you, as soon as you bite into it, the illusion is ripped from your eyes, and you see what you're biting down into, and it is horrid. You
Oh, what was that?
Eridorn, you're gross.
Zreya runs over. She goes, I'm sorry. Those plants that are affected by the blights can play tricks on the mind.
Oh, that definitely did it.
Glad you're warning us now.
I haven't seen one like this before, but
Guard your minds.
things are only going to get more mad from here. I'm sorry.
Is Pan still in the hole?
Yes, Pan is in the hole, and
Mine.
falling in the hole, he succeeded on getting better.
Okay. Because I was gonna minor illusion a shiny thing in his hand.
Yeah, nope. Pan, you are laying in a hole, but your mind comes back to you as you like clamber out to see the flower again, and it is
a 5-foot hole.
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, I'm short. I have to like jump off to try to get out of that.
Go over the hole.
Can we leave him there?
Boingy boingy boingy
No, we
boingy.
cannot leave him there, Kitchen.
He's strong enough. He can pull himself up if he wanted
Yeah,
to.
I'm like
He
full
better be.
11, so like with my arm.
He's
I
got
can,
it.
Like, just,
But you see what you were about to eat with these terrible thorns and eking this weird milky fluid.
how'd it taste?
Disgusting.
Aw.
You need your hand wrapped.
It sort of tasted like spoiled milk and honey. Like it was a sickly sweet flavor.
Tasted
Zreya
like the smell of death.
says, we need to press just a little bit further today. there's a clearing ahead where we can make camp for the evening. Hopefully the nature will be more calm there.
That will be good.
She leads you on for a couple more hours. It's probably something like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon where she says, you finally come to a clearing. It's not a huge clearing. And unfortunately, as you come through it, you're hoping to catch a little bit of sunlight hitting your face as the trees break. But as you look overhead, it seems a thin layer of gray cloud has begun to cover the sky.
Is it always cloudy like this in this area?
No, I mean, we get plenty of rain.
So I should probably cover my leaks.
No worries, I can provide a shelter for the evening.
It's much appreciated.
There should be some small game around if anyone cares to go and hunt. It'll take me a few hours to prepare.
I would have had probably some spare berries and stuff from the breakfast this morning in my pouch.
Sure.
Just snack on those.
Kenshin, are you going out to hunt?
Yes.
I'll help him.
Okay. What about Dana and Celine? What are they doing?
Chilling.
Just chilling?
I'm playing songs for everyone up at the camp.
Okay.
I'll help set up camp.
So, Zreya is using some of her druidic magics
So useless.
to actually grow
Songs.
like canopies and coverings and shelter from roots and vines that she's calling forth from the earth. She...
Firewood?
Say what?
Do we need firewood?
Yeah, you can go and gather firewood.
I will go do that.
Bye, Pan.
After a few hours of molding the earth, and she actually asked for your help in some of the... because she saw you do that earlier.
Yeah, I can mold earth.
You guys actually managed to create yourself a fairly comfortable little root-woven hovel for the evening.
I will throw out some decent-sized rocks to create a fire pit as well.
Cool. Eridorn and Kenshin, both of you roll survival checks for me.
Survival.
17.
It rolled. It's a 10.
10? So, Kenshin, you're out. You actually managed to snare a couple of hares. Or Eridorn does. Kenshin, as you're untying the second hare and affixing it to your belt, you see Kenshin coming back with an entire deer strapped across his back shoulders.
Looking at him cockily.
Good hunting.
Indeed.
Considering it was with the sword, it's fairly impressive.
I thought he had a longbow.
He does have a longbow.
Crossbow.
Or a crossbow.
It's not very effective with it, though.
Crossbows are for those who
I don't know.
Just use the sword
Stealth.
anyways, though.
I don't know if he's ever actually hit anything with the crossbow.
He's hit himself.
Besides himself?
That's true.
I also shot him with her.
That you did.
Happened.
So,
arrows don't get along.
Off in the shoulder.
Swords it is.
you guys take some time to prepare your dinners. Pan got more than enough firewood to actually cook up all the meat that you guys got.
Was it in a pan?
No, actually, you did the deer. You skinned the deer, cooked the whole thing rotisserie on a giant spick. The hare, you guys stewed with some foraged vegetables that were luckily blight free.
Yeah, would I be able to see if I could forge up some more berries and stuff as well? Just to keep them all this
He's
little
like,
platform up?
Gross.
Sure, you get barely enough for a single meal. It's hard to find good vegetation here. Yeah.
Okay.
But there is still certain parts of the little bushes and shrubs that, for whatever reason, seem to have resisted the effect that's happening here.
I just don't need the one thing.
Maybe you can find some wild onions.
As you guys are sitting there eating, Zreya actually partakes of some of the meat. She says, Generally, in my clan, we only partake of meat whenever we're on a hunt. It's what gives us the energy necessary to identify with our quarry and become one with what we're hunting. And
the Feywild's meat was too hard to find, so we just don't eat it.
I would be very interested to learn of your home in the Feywilds. It's always sounded so fantastical and interesting.
In my clan, the only ones who avoid meat are the druids. They do so for their own reasons.
If she does, I would probably just spend some time tonight explaining what my life is like.
Oh yeah, no.
In the surrounding areas.
She loves it. She's all over anything that you can tell her.
Yeah, talk about how the outside of the commune was pretty much extremely dangerous and uncharted. Ravaged by war and stuff. Good things.
It's like here recently, it seems the wilds had been peeking through. We've had random occurrences. The creatures that have hopped through onto this side have been less cute than what I was led to believe they would be.
The wilds are definitely peeking through because I'm here.
Is it a rabbite?
Say what?
Is it a rabbite?
I don't think she means that kind of wild.
No. Different kind of wilds.
Dang.
Wildes. Wields.
Of the fake, if you want.
Yes. You see her fall into contemplation halfway through the meal. She, I didn't mention earlier, she has a pet bird with her.
Shit.
It's the cutest little parakeet you've ever seen, but its feathers are bright red and orange. And she is feeding him berries. She had told you his name was I have to find it now.
This is important.
His name was Jaka.
Spell that.
Jakka. Jaka. Tells him, say hello, Jaka. Hello. And you hear him uttering little words throughout the meal. Berry. Berry.
I'm going to try to teach him to say Kimchi and
I wouldn't.
that is my goal. I want to teach Spire to say Kimchi and Or at least
So, make an animal handling check.
I like that one.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Nice.
Yeah.
So at some point you give up on the complicated phrasing, and instead you manage to have Jaka associate Kenshin with a single word. Dick? Dick.
Oh my god.
I would smile slightly and say, at least it knows what I've got.
And Zreya just shakes her head. It's going to take me forever to get him to stop saying that.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one Panda noise.
Pan, weren't you ever told not to mess with the lady's bird?
He's my friend.
Do we need to have the birds and the bees talk? Is that what's happening here?
I don't
Pan
believe
might.
Pan's
I don't
ever
know.
had that conversation. Or
Interesting.
Any kind of encounter similar.
Interesting note about Jaka, as she's feeding him little berries, every time he opens his beak, like Pan, whenever they're sitting there training him, trying to feed him little berries, an odd wave of heat emanates from his mouth every time he opens it.
Dragon bird.
And his eyes are a very odd, like red ember color that almost glows slightly.
Interesting.
When she's done, Jacques is my grandmother's spirit animal, her guide. But he came to me in her current state, and at the moment it seems he's my guide now.
Fitting guide then.
So, tell us what you know about getting one of these spirit animals.
Unfortunately, that is well, and that one is a particular secret of our clan.
Oh, okay.
But if we can cure this insanity that is happening in the forest, then I don't know. Maybe we can talk about teaching you a thing or two.
That would be entertaining.
Very.
Well, I suggest that we set watches throughout the night.
Yes.
I'll
I can take first watch.
well, if you don't mind, I'd like to take the first.
I'll take
Take
last
your
watch.
ship at twos.
Last watch.
So-
Last watch with me.
Who's gonna take the middle watch?
I can take it.
Okay. So, Pan, were you staying up with her for her first watch?
Yeah, I was saying we could do shifts of twos. That way, one person has the other to keep them awake.
Sure. All right. So for the first shift, go ahead and make your perception roll.
Can I help her with hers?
Sure.
Okay, I will do that.
She's gonna guide herself. That is a natural 9, but it's plus
Oh.
8, so it's 17.
I thought you were saying natural one. I was like,
Nope.
Don't do it.
So she actually spends much of her watch sitting at the entrance to this hovel that she and Dana crafted for you guys, and you see
Drop this wherever I want.
she actually, when the watch begins, she utters something in a language you don't understand as she strokes down Jacques' back and feathers, and there's a little bit of a fiery sparkle as she closes her eyes and her head rolls back, and Jacques, his eyes seem to shift in a more human shape, and he flutters off and begins flying around the area. And while that's happening, you see her digging her hands down into the dirt, sitting on her knees quietly.
She just use like beast vision.
She's communing with her beast.
Sit in the door and watch out the door. Cover.
The watch goes incredibly undisturbed. Eventually, Jacques comes back to perch on her shoulders, her eyes reopen.
How are you using our mic?
Yes.
Apparently, we're really quiet.
Really quiet.
Nathan was really loud when I opened the Twitch stream.
Yeah, you're really loud and we're like super quiet. Wah, wah, wah. Apparently, we're not being heard very clearly, but you are being heard very clearly.
That's because I'm right up against my mic and it's podcast mic.
Well, do we need to
You
make
can-
love?
you can
We
scoot
need
your
to
mic
make
closer
love
to
to our
you.
mics. Yes.
So,
Hello,
There we go.
Mike. How are you
and I
doing?
just turned up your guys' equalizer too, so
Just
you should be
more
getting a little bit
time.
more,
Mm.
a little bit more boost. If it's terrible,
Yeah,
you guys can let me
We just
know.
need to make love to our mics currently. That is a terrible place to put that.
Yeah, it is.
It'd be fine. We don't intertwine the cables.
If something
So-
breaks, it's my fault.
Don't cross the streams.
Who was taking second watch? Kenshin
Was there a little
and
bit of time left at the end of the watch? Maybe?
sure.
There's a static
just-
hum.
I was gonna tell her about the how I got over here with that crystal in the wall.
Fuck
So
you and your
something
static
similar.
hum.
I'm sorry. Say that one more time, Jesse.
Sorry.
I was saying how how I ended up over here, like with that crystal that was in the wall, the old tech, the old not tech, but the old well stuff behind.
Wait. Sorry. Let me turn you up a little bit more. I'm having trouble hearing you for whatever reason.
Oh, okay. Here, I can get closer to my mic as well.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
The
So,
Batman voice.
What crystal?
Jesse.
What crystal are you asking me about?
We can get sensual if you'd like.
I want Pan to sound like that every day.
Yeah.
Sensual ADHD. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah. So what crystal are you asking her about?
Well, I was going to tell her about that, that crystal in the wall, that old relic left over, how I ended up over here and say maybe there's something similar happening.
Right.
No way.
She listens to your story and she goes, my grandmother never told me of
Please.
any
Stream.
time that the Netherblight stretched into the Feywilds, though it's possible that there may be some connection.
You called him that.
I'm just saying the Feywilds is a big place.
I mean,
It
it is a big place.
could be leaking in from somewhere.
Perhaps whenever my grandmother finally returns to us, then she and I can talk about that. It's an interesting thought.
Mm-hmm.
A terrifying thought,
That's,
but an interesting thought.
coffee went down the wrong pipe.
It's dying.
So, Kenshin, are you taking the second watch alone?
Yeah. I think Kenshin would prefer.
All right. So then make a perception check for me.
A 7 plus. Where's perception?
In there somewhere.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
3.
It's your
10.
wisdom modifier.
10 total.
10.
So, for whatever reason, Kenshin, tonight you're having trouble focusing your thoughts. But at some point, a few hours into your watch, you do hear the sounds of trees crashing far off in the distance. Sounds like something large is moving through the forest, but it's not near you. It's faint echoes.
That was spooky.
Spooky time.
Spooky ghosts.
You also catch the echoed roars of some large beast that you keep an eye out for, but you don't see anything coming into the clearing.
I would kneel down, draw my sword, and keep it on my lap, and listen to the night.
The night sounds keep ringing true, but nothing enters the clearing in your encampment. Bring us to the third watch, which was going to be Dana and anyone else? Salim?
Yep.
So you can either both make perception checks, or one of you can take it at advantage.
Do you want to take that advantage?
Must have been the wind.
You someone, yeah.
What's your perception?
+1.
Mine's +4.
Must have been
Got
my
this.
imagination.
Give you advantage.
Doing it on advantage, guys.
Had a little bit too much mead.
Oh. Whatever 18 +4 is, I don't know.
22. All right. With a 22, nearing the early morning hours, Dana, a strange, horrifying,
My favorite.
and yet oddly familiar sound reaches your ears. As you search your thoughts for a moment, it's a lowly, horrible, low guttural wail that suddenly ends.
Okay.
And you realize where you think you've heard it was back during your trials, when that druid awoke in the int in front of you.
Okay.
But beyond that, there's some thrashing afterwards in the trees. Not near you, but you can hear something moving through the forests. And then you hear the others start to rouse in the hovel behind you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, throughout your watch, the gray skies grew slightly darker, and a slow drizzle did begin to pour.
Fantastic.
But you may all take a long rest on your D&D Beyond, and Pan, I need for you to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
Gotcha. Am I good for my mic here? Do I actually need to be a bit closer? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, we can hear you okay
Sounds
now.
good to us.
Okay.
You're peach king.
Hey, so 17.
17.
17. You're okay.
Not bad, sir.
And just to be correct, these are not magical effects.
No, this is not a magical effect.
Okay.
This is you have cancer.
You're still in stage 1, it's fine.
More than before?
What did you get for
I
touching
thought
dead bodies?
the necklace
Yeah.
he has gave him advantage.
I'm sorry.
Doesn't
I
give
don't
him
remember
advantage,
touching the
it
bodies.
lowers the
I wasn't
DC.
myself.
You're right. You were
Oh yeah, you weren't
It was
yourself that
okay.
day. You were speaking in weird wizard talk.
He suddenly had an interest
mean,
in academics.
I'm very accomplished in the ways of the arcane.
Of course
The
you
arcane
are.
took him over.
I.
Here to beat that ass.
As Pan says that, Zreya chuckles to herself a little bit as she's
Rude.
producing some roots and berries she packed for herself and munches a bit on for herself and for Jaka.
I'm assuming we still had enough deer meat left over.
Oh yeah.
How am I doing on my berry supplies?
On your what supplies?
Like my berries and stuff that
I mean, you probably would have gathered enough from the camp to last you maybe a couple of meals.
I think I still
Okay,
have
'cause
some
I'm
rations.
an outlander as well.
Right. If this wasn't a blighted area.
Yeah, I just don't know how permitting the area is.
Yeah, so the area is not super permitting. We'll see if through today's journey you're able to forage enough to give yourself a full ration by the end of it.
I should still have some rations for my adventures pack.
Hungry there, Pan?
Is Dana willing to share?
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I
Probably
know
got
the
some
whole
bread or
unique
something
thing.
somewhere.
Yep.
Does Pan eat bread?
Yeah, Pan is just vegetarian. Like he'll
I mean,
do,
it's
like, animal
bread.
byproducts
Yeah.
like milk and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he can eat
I'll-
bread.
I-
He's
I'll
not- he's
split,
not vegan,
like-
he's vegetarian.
I'll split like a piece of flatbread with you and just hand it to you.
This is animal byproduct.
Yeah, and then I can just like mash some of the berries I have and make a jam and put on the jam. And put on the milk.
Giant.
I know.
As you guys prepare for the morning, Zreya, before heading out, takes a moment to unweave the work she did the night before and returns the area to the state that it was prior to your encampment. It takes
Kick the dirt over the fire.
takes a little bit of time, but she does say it is good to leave the forest as it was before we came through. Well, it seems we survived the nights with no consequential events
I
occurring.
have a comment. So I heard some strange little int noises out in the distance there, thrashing around.
Int noises. Are you certain?
Yeah,
It
they
was an
sounded
ent.
really familiar because during our trials we helped create an int, kind of like summon an int. Eridorn, can you explain a little bit about that incident?
One of the trials that we were to undergo was headed by a druid, White Dragonborn clan. And she used our empowered key to bring to life a treant.
I have never heard of such a thing.
It was real,
It was very real.
but the sound we heard was very similar to the one I heard in the forest.
I don't know a whole lot about it because I'm not a druid.
Yes.
But from what I can tell, it is a newer magic that is coming into fruition.
You said she was white?
That she was.
Well,
She told us her clan name, didn't she?
she did.
Or she's doing.
I would have to find it,
Okay.
and I'm
I
not.
didn't write that down because I'm intelligent,
Imagine taking notes.
right?
What are notes?
I'm on my desktop and not my tablet, so I
Yeah.
can't access the notes.
My notes are. I would have to dig through notes to find that. So yes, you give her the clan name,
is spoken.
and she says, I mean, I'm familiar with our northern sister clans. I haven't yet made my venture north, but my grandmother told me that in her visit there, they're very adventurous with their druidic practices. So,
I mean, I guess she was a part of the secret team, so it makes sense they're adventurous.
you, well, if you heard Ent sounds, the only Ent that roams these forests is our guardian. Perhaps he is well in performing his duties then.
Did they sound like happy ant noises or sad ant noises?
What kind of noises were they, Dana?
Angry ones. He was thrashing around and making all kinds of noises.
I heard that as well.
I hope
Sounded
he
like
has not
something
been
blood.
corrupted. We should get a move on.
So,
With that, I stand up.
What happens if the blight touches the ant?
Bad thing.
Zreya's face goes cold and she says,
Spell reavers.
nothing good. We should make haste.
Agreed.
She's going to guide herself, and I suppose you're going to let her take advantage on her survival check?
Just letting this chick take advantage of you.
So she rolled a 15. So it's slightly slower going in this portion of the forest as the blight is getting much thicker here. You find that the natural vines and whatnot that would be hanging from the trees and the mosses, they've taken on violent properties. Thorns and
You guys are probably angry.
I don't like the look of this.
there's a strange noxious, almost noxious smell that looms in the air. It's very unsettling.
Be careful not to touch anything.
Yeah, Pan. Don't touch things.
As you're saying, I'm like about to reach over and touch a vine.
Stop!
I will
swipe
tie
his
your
hands.
hands.
Considering everything happening, I'm gonna play my music.
You don't touch anything either, Celine.
Do 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 do.
I would like everyone to make a perception check for me.
Perception.
My perception check sucks.
Woo!
Hold on. need to find out what my plus is.
I only got an 8. Hey, I gotta bachelor's skill on you. I'll do that in a little
I
bit.
got
Okay.
19, guys.
If I can see it.
7 did I.
What'd you
There
get?
it is.
19.
22.
You do me a favor, play Pam
17.
I gotta take a break. From this.
17.
What is it? Where it's comfortable, man.
All right, so he's taking a break. We're going to take a break as soon as I finish this scene.
We're taking a break.
So everybody but Pan. Everybody but Pan.
Pants.
As you guys are walking through, Pan goes to try and touch one of the large thorny protrusions that are coming off of a tree. Dana, you slap his hand just as Kitchen goes to make a witty remark before all of you realize that only about 100 feet from you, you see a large black tree with two great, almost looks like it's two great stumps grown together. And you also notice Zreya as she stares at it and then takes off without the rest of you hurtling towards it.
Surya! Stop!
Eridorn, what'd you do?
Does anybody chase after her? Or do you guys just let her go?
Obviously.
Eridorn would start chasing after her.
Yeah.
I would
Slightly
stand
lag
back
behind,
and
but
say,
I'll go.
everybody's
Okay.
got to be a hero.
You guys run off after her, stop just in time to see her on her knees in front of this thing crying. As what you're looking up at is the blighted and petrified form
No shit.
of a massive elder ent. Lifeless in itself and unmoving. You see where the mouth would be frozen open. But there is, across its black, darkened bark, its leaves dead and purple. And you see cracks of purple energy running up its left side,
Does he smell
pulsing.
funny? What does he smell like?
Decay.
Okay.
As I realized what the woman was doing and look up at the end, I go, shit.
She reaches out to touch his bark.
Careful.
And just as she does, the purple energy ripples and flows into the ground. And you see roots beginning to whip and hurtle out of the ground as one raises up, shoots out, and tries to slam straight into her. And we're going to go ahead and take our break, and we're going to pick up right there.
Why not?
Because we can. Because we totally can.
Because it's my stream.
I can do what I want.
Intermission!
So we're going to be back, guys, in about 15 minutes. I know we've only been on for about an hour. We started late today. But we will be back very shortly.
15 minutes.
Ah, yes. Yeah, sorry. My legs were getting really numb. I had to get them moving again. Yeah. Oh, did y'all go to Chick-fil-A? Oh, God, that sounds wonderful. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a while. No, I live way too far for any of you to drive out here just for food, man. So, Brennan isn't... Oh, they're hearing my voice, but not... Well, Chad, it looks like it's just you and me.
Baby, do you know what
Hey guys, and welcome back.
Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
Reiner just stuffing our faces.
I love it. Just everything about this is wonderful and incredible. And the only person that the audience can see on my feed right now is Suzanne, because everyone else's camera, for whatever reason, stopped working.
Hello, friends.
We're going to try to reconnect again, see if I can get them back up. I got everyone but Nate's, alright.
May you walk
It's okay,
on
I'm not
warm
important.
I have to
sands.
reconnect anyways.
Alright.
May you walk on warm sands, Outlander.
So, a massive blighted vine erupts from the earth.
What the fuck did I miss?
Do I have? Am I close enough to try and tackle her out of the way?
Well, I'll let her have advantage on her saving throw because you're doing something. Which is good because she would have failed otherwise.
Huzzah!
So Eridorn, you leap forward, snatch her, rend her forth from the oncoming vine, just in time to see it slam on the ground in front of her. She grabs a breath. Jaka takes off into the air, fluttering around, screeching, and all of you suddenly realize that there are vines jutting up all around you. Zreya shouts, oh no, this way, when you're there, and she bolts off, heading off through the tree line, trying to lead you as far away as she can. But as you guys are dashing forward, there are vines and plant life whipping around, trying to entangle you and drag you back down to the earth. I want everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm not good at dex. All right, let's see what happened here.
Made a 14, guys.
I made a 17.
Okay.
Fuck you.
I made a 22.
Oh, good. I rolled high.
Yay!
19.
For once.
What about Pan?
21.
Ooh, okay.
Fuck all you.
She rolled pretty good too. So, for the first part of this, you guys all managed to elude the vines as they're whipping around, slamming down on top of you, dashing back and forth, back and forth. Zreya does a quick turn to make sure that all of you are still there. She says, "Good. Keep following. We're gonna head off this way. There's a stone slat not far that they won't be able to come through."
Oh.
She jerks off to the left and starts heading straight up a steep hill along the mountainside as more of these thorn vines begin to whip out, and some of the thorns along the trees shudder and fire out at you all.
Oh, good.
So,
Terrifying.
that misses Eridorn.
Watch it hit me.
Ooh, what's Kenshin's AC?
15.
Yeah.
15, that one just hits.
Whoever is standing next to me, I would impose protection upon.
I will let you choose one person in the party
It's probably not me.
right now.
Yeah, I'm like
It's
right
following
now?
her.
Right now.
Probably the chick who he just pulled out from there.
Yeah, I would impose protection on her.
On Zrea?
On Zrea.
Okay. Dana, that's a 19 to hit you.
Eh.
Celine, that's a dirty 20.
Whatever
15,
it is, it
sorry.
hits her.
15 to hit you.
Whatever it is, it hits her.
And then Zrea's got disadvantage. That misses her. And Pan, that is a 17 to hit you.
It's
Ooh, so it hits everybody except for Eridorn. So everybody takes 1 point of piercing damage,
Pew pew.
but the impact of these thorns gives you disadvantage on your dexterity saving throw to elude the vines, which I need everyone to make now. So if you took damage, you have disadvantage. If
Do I still add the dex?
Yeah.
yes.
Even with the disadvantage.
Oh, that would have been
Roll
too
tide.
cool.
Roll tide. Take the lower number.
Mine's 11.
Welp. 7.
7.
Please. Ooh! Is that the lower
16.
number? Is that the lower number?
No.
Yeah.
Number is 16.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 just now.
Eridorn.
9.
9. Okay, and what about you, Pan?
15.
Okay, so Pan's fine, and Kenshin and Zrea are fine. The three of you get snared by these vines and find yourself stumbled and prone. Zrea, you halts to a thing, makes a quick turn as she's been holding her reaction for this. You see her bound down the hill just past the point where you guys are, kind of in line. She mutters a few words as she gathers some of the broken, crusted leaves from the forest floor, slams them in her hand, and places her fingers out, and a gout of flame in a massive cone erupts across the vines behind you all, just missing the tips of your feet. And the vines immediately release and recoil as if they're feeling the pain itself of the flames licking at them. You are able to get up, but because your party was slowed, you do have to make one more dexterity saving throw.
Is it disadvantage?
Nope, just regular.
19.
15.
Oh, disadvantage is higher.
4.
4,
17.
17. And what's Pan's?
I got a 5.
5.
Hey, we suck.
So, most of you make it through. The two satyrs, however, find themselves entangled once more just as the rest of you are cresting over the top of this hill and find yourselves on firmer ground where the roots don't seem to be erupting. You look down and your two satyrs are sitting there restrained by these vines.
Eridorn, are they
A
close
little
to
help,
each other?
please.
Yeah, they are close to each other.
So Eridorn would
Stop
run down
playing with the
and
foliage.
grab both of
But
them
it's
by the
pretty.
shoulders and start pulling
It's
back.
ugly.
I want you to make an athletics check.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah. So take it at advantage, or you can roll yourself.
My athletics plus 6. What's yours? Plus 7.
7.
You go ahead and roll.
Damn it, Pan. Winkling. 18 plus
15.
7.
Okay.
25.
So both of you are able to grab hold of the satyrs and tug of war them free from these vines, and you are able to bring them right back up onto the top of the hill just before the vines slam down again, just out of reach.
I
Nobody
slap
gets
Pan on the back of head. Keep up next time.
Soraya is sitting there, panting. She goes, I'm sorry, I should have known better than to try and release his spirit back into the earth. I just couldn't stand the thought of him not being at peace. But it seems that he was in pain.
I understand.
May have wanted to wait on that.
My grandmother would say that I am more impulsive than my own good would normally dictate.
Very hasty decision for someone under.
In situations like these, that needs to be under control.
Right, an elder is in control of her emotions. You see her closing her eyes and breathing deeply for a moment. Jaka nips at her ear just a little bit, shoving his head up against hers.
It's okay. You're
It's
fine.
consolation. I probably would have done the same thing.
Can
I would like
can
everyone at this moment to also make a perception check, please.
That's why we need to do anything that I can actually do, you know?
that was a terrible perception check. You're never perception checking ever again.
Oh, I get to add on to this one. I rolled a 14.
22. 'Cause I can math.
15.
15, what was yours?
14.
Blind.
22.
6.
6. Pan, what's your perception check?
21.
She got 27. So Pan, Zrea, and Dana. As Zrea finishes breathing, you see her stop. Her eyes dart up at Dana as your ears catch it too. Both of you, yours shoot off to the left, hers to the right. Pan, you feel the rumble in the ground and the sound of monkeys howling suddenly pierces the sky. The three of you have advantage on this. The other three is just a regular roll. But as a massive group of apes crashes through the nearby trees, I need strength saving throws.
Oh, good.
Ah, yes, my least favorite thing.
I rolled a 21.
I'm sorry,
Bam.
Celine.
I'm gonna get my arms ripped off, guys!
You said with advantage, right?
You get advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
I do not.
Yeah.
Physical dice.
It serves me well, just not right now. At least I didn't get in that one. That's my only accomplishment, because then it'd be 0.
Catch.
Ooh.
There they are.
Where's my acrobatics check?
So y'all give me
You
a
rolled an
moment
11.
to...
You pulled it off, but barely.
It's where Nate put his extra inventory slot.
Is your extra inventory slot your prison pocket?
That was my jacket pocket. That unlocks at level 5.
You have an unfair advantage.
Class, it just gets extra pockets as it levels up.
I feel like that would be a rogue of some
Level 20,
kind.
It's like, yeah, at level 20, you just have like a jean jacket that's just nothing but pockets.
Like that one kid from Rick and
What are
Morty
you
that just
buying?
steals stuff for the show.
What are you selling?
Nice. I got a nat 1, my good sir. Are you sure? No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
I can't see. I don't
You
know
should
how
be
I
able
put
to
this.
control Kenshin's token now.
Cool.
Are we gonna open your-
Are you nearsighted or far?
Give me a moment.
I
Okay.
am nearsighted.
So, strength saving throws. Eridorn, what was yours?
Very
Dirty
slightly.
20.
Dirty 20? Okay. Pan, what was yours?
24.
24. Ooh. Kenshin's?
I think mine was 14.
14.
No, hold on. It was 11 plus my strength. 15.
Strength saving throws. It's different from just strength.
11 plus 7, so
18.
18.
Dana?
13.
Is that with advantage?
Yeah.
1.
It certainly
1.
was.
It's not a nat 1, but it's a 1.
Do you have a minus to your...
I'm weak.
That's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm sorry.
Friend's the moon.
Okay, Saga.
That's rough, buddy.
So I'm going to say that this one came here, crashed through here.
If I could go this whole campaign without looking at it.
That
We're
one's
not about to say
here.
we're not on whatever.
No, you're not. I'm setting it up at the moment.
Ah, I getcha.
He has to plot the right map.
Yep.
We're still at the cart.
It's okay.
I want to go kill
It's a very
100
nice
boars
cart.
for their butts.
It's made of wood, believe it or not.
I don't think it is.
Yeah?
I'm 90% sure that's made out of
Nope. Planar transferring.
It's encapsulated.
I'd make a card out of corpse.
Give it a moment and it'll,
Imagine actually being able to see everything.
There it is.
Not it. Oh, it's purple.
Oh, that's Harambe.
So, as these apes burst through the nearby trees, many of you are able to resist the force of them just crashing through and trampling over you. However, Celine and Dana, a giant ape, slams into both of you, splitting you both away from each other and knocking you prone on the ground. As it does, the ape stumbles and you see a stone figure that it was holding fall to the ground and shatter.
Oh.
Oh no.
Eridorn, you see what looks like a
that's a casualty.
monkey's head in stone rolling as the giant ape wells up in anger and slams its chest. Eyes. You see slight purple ribbons across the left side of its body as it wheels around, furious about its lost offspring and those that interrupted its trek through this jungle, and slams a massive fist down at each Celine and Dana, where I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative.
Sorry about your kids, yo.
I don't think that's what Kitchen would say, but
Sorry about your kids, yo.
22, because I got natural 20. Whoa.
Ooh, that's loud.
I am
Percussion.
terrified.
That is loud. There we go.
Got some war drums. That was terrifying. Wow, my AC sucks.
What's yours?
14. I know yours sucks more, but mine still sucks.
That's what I thought. Know your place. I'm the most
Know your
trash.
place, she says.
We're all in the
Nice.
trash here.
You have the mentality of a microwave.
The mentality of a microwave.
Mentality of a microwave.
I like that.
Ringo Burr.
Okay.
Never mind, I like your dice, by the way. It served me well this once.
Okay, Eridorn.
17.
17. Dana.
20. 20. Fuck.
It was 22.
22.
22. Nice. Pan.
Jesse, can't hear you over my war drums.
I said we all just start banging the table.
Y'all. Here, do I need to do this again?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Not
There we go.
quite
If you
that
want to
much,
be
but
sensible.
yeah.
I added you.
Hey, girl.
All right. What was your initiative?
I rolled a 7, Sir Nathan.
What's your dexterity, sir?
Mine?
Yep.
No, that's with the initiative bonus.
I know. What's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, +2.
Roll a dexterity check for me.
Got you. Natural 20.
What was it?
Natural
Natural
20.
20.
Natural 20? Okay, you go first. Alright, Kenshin.
I rolled a 19.
19.
Oh, wait. Plus 3.
3.
22.
What's Kenshin's dexterity modifier?
Dexterity is plus 3.
What's Dana's? He goes first? Okay. Celine?
22.
22? What's your dex mod?
1.
What's Dana's? So Dana goes, okay, so then I need to do this. Kenshin is 22.2. Dana is 22.1. And Celine is just 22.
Is that Bethel?
There we go.
Wow.
All right. Kenshin gets to go first in this.
As a free action, before anything happens, Eridorn will yell, "The big one is mine! Take care of the small ones!"
I'm going to go ahead and ignore him. And I'm going to start off, because I don't know how strong these guys are going to be, and use Awakened Soul.
Okay. As the energy of Kenshin's spirit awakens within you guys, once more see that wispy, energetic red energy just exude from his body.
And then I'm going to strike at the big ape with my sword, if I can.
You're not anywhere near me.
You need to run up
Oh,
to
I don't know
him.
how big these squares are.
They're
up
5
5 feet each. You got to be right up next to
5
one.
feet? Okay.
Yep.
Then I'm going to just strike the one next to me.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, that's
It's a D10, yeah.
Yep. 7.
Plus, he has a plus to that.
Yep. I don't know where his plus is.
Attack.
Plus 8.
No, it's that's the.
Oh, that's 1d8 plus 5.
yeah, 1d10 plus 5, so it's 12.
So 12.
Yep.
Oof. Your first attack slices into this
Two attacks per
Yep.
action.
this baboon-looking thing in front of you as it wails and.
So I'm gonna come up, do a straight slash from his shoulder to his hip, and then for my second attack, gonna come in straight up from lower left rib right up to his right shoulder.
Okay, go ahead and make
Bring it
another
back
attack
up.
roll.
Or attempt to. 2.
2,
So 10.
10 total, 10 misses. It recoils enough that your second strike just misses entirely. Kenshin's capable of action surging if you want to, or you can try to move.
I'm gonna back off a step.
Okay, if you do so, it might take an attack of opportunity on you, if that's okay.
Okay, then I'm gonna
Just
stay
chill.
up. Stay up with him.
Stay put. Okay. Say what? Try it. Okay, it's fine.
This time.
So part of Kenshin's abilities lets his action surge recharge, so it's not a bad idea to use his action
Well,
surge
then
early
use
on.
action
Yeah,
surge
remember we
then.
talked about
Say what?
No, use action surge.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Action surge.
I was thinking action surge was a
Crap.
Yeah, when it's on the
That's
floor, it
not
doesn't
right.
count.
No, action surge allows you to. Make
15.
Party foul, druggy drink.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that one.
3.
Plus 5.
Yep.
So that's 8.
One more.
That one, actually, so with that first slash, you managed to reconnect and cut that one down.
Okay.
So you've actually got 2 more attacks with his action surge, because his gives him an extra
Oh,
attack.
yeah, it does.
So you can move to another creature if you would like and take those other 2 attacks.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will try to move.
You can get close enough to that one if you want to.
Yeah, I will, since it's
Yeah.
2-on-1 there.
So then you want to move right about here.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and make your next attack.
Yes, sir. 19.
That one hits. Make the other attack roll. Or
Okay. That one's a 7 plus 5, which is 12. This attack roll is an 11. Which
11
I-
plus 8.
so they both hit. That's a D12 you're rolling, not a D10, by the way.
Oh, yeah, you need to be rolling this one.
That one.
Yeah, hey, D12's my dice. Stay off of it.
That's
8.
the problem.
8 for the first one,
Yes.
and the next one
9.
9.
10.
Oh, so that's without the additions. Ooh. So that's
8 plus 5, 13. 9 plus 5, 14.
23. Woo.
27.
You cleave that one straight down too. Just 2 dead in place. Every time you cut one down, though, you hear the giant one behind you wailing furiously.
Celine, you should,
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, you big ape. I hear you.
And as you kill that second one, it takes its reaction
Plan.
when one of its creatures dies next to it to immediately make a melee attack against somebody next to it.
Oh no! What can I say except you're welcome?
Who wants
Is
evens?
that Drew Lady with us here?
You want what?
Evens. Oh yeah, she is. I am sorry. I meant to put her down.
I was
You
looking,
can
I was
be
like, where did
evens.
she go?
I'll be odd.
She is. She is
I'm even.
over here next to
She's
Eridorn.
even because
You're
she's not wearing a
evens?
jacket. That's how this is going.
I don't see how that works, but okay.
And I need
Don't
to,
worry
I need to
about
give her a
it.
turn, actually.
Because I'm
That's
the odd one here
plus
because I'm the
one.
only one wearing a jacket.
Because of how cold-hearted you are.
I am cold, yes.
It happens.
Okay. So, said evens. It's odd, so the attack roll is against Celine. At
You
advantage
are
because you're
muted.
prone.
One fucking shot.
Yay, I get knocked prone. It's already prone.
That is a 22 to hits.
Of course it is.
I wonder if that hits.
As the massive fist comes down on top of you,
Oh.
dealing 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Holy
You wanna calm down there.
This massive fish just on this furious.
Oh,
just,
you got more HP than I do, girl.
But I'm still weak.
You feel the breath immediately ejected from your lungs as the massive fist presses you a good inch into the dirt
Why
below
did
you.
you want to pet the Harambe?
Dana, it is your turn. It takes half your movement to stand up.
Don't
For a
worry.
short rest, right?
I can heal
I have
myself.
to wait till I get
You
another
just
short
get away
rest
so
to use
you
that?
can blow
On
this
your next
shit up.
turn, you roll a d6 at the beginning of your turn. If it's a 5 or a 6, you get
If I use half my
remember
stuff to
reading
stand up, can I
Yeah, it's in
still
your
cast
weapon.
a spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, you still have your full action and bonus action.
Well, okay, I'm gonna stand up. Look, let's
I
see
saw
what I
Brandon use it, but I
got.
didn't want to try and use it.
Jesse, what did you
That was
do?
that was me. That was a system a system sound.
Oh,
Good
Like,
job.
I didn't do anything. I'm just chilling here.
He existed at the wrong time.
It was the laptop blue screening.
The laptop did not blue screen.
What you looking for?
Celine, what are you rolling? You rolled a random performance check.
Yeah, I meant to like pick a different one.
Okay.
Corrected my.
You have an angry baboon to your left and a massive
No, I
mama
want
gorilla in
to,
front of you.
Can I? What is
Big
my
mama.
using my staff a action?
If you're casting a spell from your staff, yes.
Which one is it that uses the thing, the aura?
Your echo?
Yeah, my echo.
That's if you cast a spell of first level or higher. You have to expend a spell slot to do that, though.
Oh. I'm gonna use cause fear on this monkey man next to me.
The big one or the small one?
The big one doesn't give a fuck.
Look, you don't have to use it on pain.
What kind of a saving throw is that?
That one is, I don't know.
He's on our team for now.
It's probably wisdom.
I don't know what this says.
On a fear.
He will help you because he knows.
Oh, that was the wrong thing. Yeah, I clicked. I was confused.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
Wisdom. 13?
Fails.
17. Ooh. So it is
has a high DC on that.
it is afraid of you. The small one is
You're the
afraid.
bitch.
No, she said the big one. I thought.
Nope.
No.
It was a small one.
Oh. Okay.
Cause fear.
All right, we'll put a red dot. It is afraid.
He is afraid of me.
Actually, we'll make it a purple dot because it's Dana.
It's my purple dot.
Yay!
So it is afraid, and you may spawn an Eldritch Echo within a few feet of yourself.
All right, let's see where we're gonna put it. How many feet?
Anywhere you can see within 15 feet of yourself. So
Put it on me.
Put it on you?
You could.
There's nothing over there. I'm gonna put it on the other side.
well, remember it's whenever you're standing in it, it increases the power of your Eldritch Blast. So you want to put it somewhere where you can be in the radius.
That's true.
Yep.
I'll put it like kind of between Dana and Kenshin there in that one little square.
'Kay.
And leaves.
Right about there?
No, up 2.
You mean between Celine and...
So, yeah, Celine. Sorry. Hello.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
right where it's at, or do you need me to move it again?
No, that's pretty good.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
She said close enough.
So there you go. All right. And that thing is afraid.
Awesome.
Good to know. Celine? This giant monkey fist is raising up off of your torso.
I'm going to get up and move.
Okay, so half your movement to get up. You can move another 3 feet.
So I can move 15 feet. Right.
Yep.
That's half. Yeah.
And it already used its reaction to...
to hit you once.
Mhm.
Just pummel the fuck out of you.
Yeah, about fucking time. I'm gonna run up right next to him since he can't whack me.
Okay.
And with that, I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Cure wounds on yourself.
Probably a good idea at this point.
Don't tell me. Okay, 10. Cool.
Okay, anything for a bonus action?
Can I still use the Bardic Inspiration?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Eridorn.
Eridorn has Bardic Inspiration.
Good job.
Alright.
Alright.
I like Bardic Inspiration. It's
Of
great.
which it is Eridorn's turn, and it is Zreya's turn on deck.
Eridorn, ignoring the tiny little one next to him, is going to run up to the big one, and bonus action. It's a bonus action.
It misses.
Bonus action.
Oh, good. Thanks.
As you run away, the smaller monkey howls and tries to claw at you. You bat it away with your shield.
Bonus action. A bright light emits from me and focuses in on the big one, and I cast Compel Duel.
Compelled duel.
Come at me, bro.
It needs to make a wisdom save throw.
I want to know what you tell him.
Not you.
That is a 16.
Ah, it just makes it.
He yells grovel.
On a failed save, the creature. See. If the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn.
Dang. Bro.
So does it resist the entire spell effect on a save?
Let's see. On a failed save, the creature grounded fell by the bottom. It has disadvantage on attack rolling.
Bray, you're not on my camera.
Each time it attempts to move to a
You're
space.
on mine though.
If it succeeds on this saving, let's see, the spell ends. It doesn't say must make. It doesn't say what it
Now
does
you're
on
on
this,
my
just the
camera.
first one,
Nice.
because I think that's just on the if it takes hold. So it didn't take hold. Yeah. So that's a bonus action.
Did you just like?
Um,
The Jesus Knight.
what?
Did you just like? Oh, sorry.
I guess I'll
got
attack it
distracted.
twice. Then, since it's not going to be compelled by me.
Yell at him a lot. Tell him he got the small PP.
Tell him what I told the dragon or the drake.
Right.
The bone drake. You have
Yep.
small
Let's see,
PP.
scale. What is it?
Small PP energy.
How much is each one of those squares? 5 feet?
Yes.
Okay.
So the first one's a 19.
19 hits.
Second one. Nope.
Second one is
Well,
a nope.
what's the second one?
It's a nope.
10.
10. Nope. Okay.
Yeah,
It's a
confirmed.
nope. Nope confirmed.
It's a D8 plus 3. Dealing 6 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Bonk.
As you do, you attempt to compel it, and it seems to resist. It just howls in your face, and you immediately return with a bonk. And as you go for your second one, it actually raises its hand and catches your hammer. It is holding it there.
Ah, great.
That brings us to Zreya's turn. Zreya stays right where she is, plucks Shaka from her shoulder, tosses him into the air, and as he unfurls his wings, you hear her muttering outwards to herself and then shouting, Jaka no kai meniris! And the bird erupts in flame and fire
That's new.
as she summons her wildfire spirit.
Wildfire Druid.
Fucking love wildfire druids. They're so cool.
And summons him right there. And the only person within... Actually, she's going to summon right here. Oh, it's close. It's gonna be super close. Nope, she's gonna play it safe. She'll summon him out here so that his flames don't actually hurt anyone. No. Better yet, here. So that the flames just catch one of those monkeys.
There we go.
Make up your mind.
Who fails his saving throw. Takes 3 points of fire damage.
That's what I thought.
Eridorn, you also hear as she uses her bonus action to command Jaka. In Draconic, she shouts out, Jaka, impale! As the tail feathers, wreathed in fire, suddenly grow rigid, and he does a pirouette in the air and fires them straight off at the larger enemy.
Cool.
That is just barely gonna hit, but it hits. So it does 9 points of fire damage to the large one.
Go.
You guys also notice that there are little motes of flame floating above the corpses of the two fallen enemies.
No.
There's just little spiritual flames floating there.
Cool.
They're not purple. They're actually their color matches Jaka's flames.
Is he gonna eat
I
them?
sense necromancy.
Says nom nom.
No, I'm kidding.
She is going to use her movement to come out and around here, and that is the end of her turn. Pan, it's your go.
Alright, so I'm going to open up with a little bit of a rage.
Just a little rage.
A little bit of a rage. As your wild magic erupts in your fury, what form does it take, Pan?
Let's see, it takes... So, just for flair, as I rage, my body becomes, starts to kind of phase in and out of reality, and I shift 30 feet in the direction I choose.
No.
I just
Woof.
pop 5 feet forward.
Well done.
Congratulations, sir.
Yep.
That's funny.
I love this class so much. Alright, so, and I'm going to take some swings at
His
Silver.
butt.
All right.
Reckless and Great Weapon Master. On my first swing, I will use Reckless Abandon though, so I make 2 attacks and 4 radiant damage.
Nice. All right, make your first attack.
That is a 15 to hit.
Is that with the -5 from Great Weapon Master?
It's a +3 with a -5.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, that hits.
Second attack, yeah, probably not. It's 12.
12 glances.
Ah.
Hey, it's a hit. It just does half damage.
Okay. And then, so this would be, so that's the initial attack, right?
Right.
So I have 2 attacks per attack action.
Right. So you have one
So that
more.
means it would be an advantage?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
Only this is about to hurt. So I'm gonna start rolling real quick.
As this Faunus in his fury shifts out of reality, banishes forward a quick 5 feet like something out of the movie Jumper, brings that momentum into his axe, and just does a whirlwind of cleave. The third one digging deep.
So the first hit is a 25 points of damage.
Wow.
Great weapon, Master Man. Adds plus 10 to all those damage rolls.
That is a 21 points of damage for the second hit. And then the natural 20 does 17 plus 10, so 27 plus 12.
39.
39. Yep.
You just did over 90 points of damage in a turn.
That's with the halved one?
Say what?
That's with the halved one?
That's no. So if it wasn't halved, it would have been upwards of close to 90. That was 80. It was like 70 something. Oh my good God!
That's insane.
You just carve into this thing. It is.
Cup.
It is
Damn.
furious. It is bleeding profusely.
I'm gonna start like pounding my chest like I'm challenging for Alpha.
It's not from the Feywild.
That brings us to its turn.
Holy fuck.
Man, that thing's mad.
He's
And-
gonna kill you.
It was considering Dana and Eridorn for a moment,
Yeah, he chose to attack you.
but not anymore. Because that was unforgivable. So it's making both of its fist attacks. As you slice into it, it hits the ground and a roar raises up on both fists and brings them down at you.
He's not within protection range.
He's not. That is a... the first one's a 28 to hit.
It is. I'm gonna use my reaction to counter attack that though.
Okay. And the second one is a 18.
Yes, single hit.
Okay.
Good boy.
I rolled a 12 on my counter attack.
You rolled a 12? Okay, go ahead and that glances. So go ahead and do your damage and we'll half it.
Oh wait, no, it's a 7 on 1, so that's 12.
12. Okay. So you take from both fists
A lot of damage.
But it's how?
46 plus
You, sir, just got meat handed.
12, 58 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved to 29.
This guy hits hard.
3d10 plus 6.
I do a slow
Per
whistle
fist.
as I
It
see
was
the
so worth it.
the fist land
So
and
worth
feel the thud in my chest as it lands against him.
It's just both of these slam down onto Pan. He tries to hold it back with the axe, but it slams back into you. You feel the brunt of this, but Eridorn, you watch and his furious Pan just pushes back. Heels dug into the soil, blood coming off of somewhere. And he hurls the fist down into the down into the ground. It is the smaller monkey's turns, as the one next to Dana is going to go ahead and make an attack at her.
But he's afraid.
He is afraid. He is afraid.
He's gonna be running for me. Probably.
Can't willingly move close. You're right. You know what? He's afraid.
He's afraid.
He is going to run over here and make an attack against Eridorn instead. But it's a disadvantage because you're within line of sight, and that's a natural 1. So this terrified monkey is just like scratching at things, trying to get away from Dana. Almost like it's not even trying to attack you. It's like trying to climb you and like hide behind you from her. This one is not terrified and can move closer towards you and is also going to make an attack roll. It's another natural 1. Both of those die. Go in dice jail.
I'm playing patty cake with you.
This one makes it move up towards Celine.
Of course, why not? Watch this be a nat 20.
It's not a nat 20. It's a dirty 20.
Called it. There was a 20.
It's not a natural. It's fine.
Close
It's
enough.
Fine. It's fine. Oh, they actually make multi-attacks. So the second one against Aerodorn, both of the second ones against Aerodorn miss. Second one against Celine, that one misses too. So you only take one.
Whoa!
Woo! So that's 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yay! I somehow survived.
As one of the apes manages to get a fist right up onto your ribs. The second one you flinch away from and are able to back away. And now at the top of the round, you guys hear this whole time there's been a crashing going on in the nearby shrubs. Not just what's happening here. You hear the wail of another ape and something else. As bursting through the brush with a giant ape clutched in its jaws. A massive basilisk slams an ape on the ground and roars out in terrifying, maddened fury. The scale of its body has deep purple veins and crystals protruding from it.
That's not good.
Oh. Where did the second Harambe come from?
Came
It
from
was
the
in
guy's
the
mouth.
jaws of the basilisk.
Yep. It looks hurt and bleeding, by the way.
I don't want no basilisk. Make him go away.
It's too late. He's here.
GD,
No
just delete it.
basilisk. Just
Redact your previous statements.
And he rolled a decent
No, he didn't.
no
Initiative, too.
No basilisk. No basilisk.
at the moment, Kenshin. It is your turn.
My character is going to
You
die.
hear Erden yell, "Kitchen, small ones!"
I do not. Where is the basilisk?
Far
It's
right.
way over
Way
to the
It's
right.
off to
You
the
need to
right.
zoom out a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Do not.
And you saw as this thing was carrying this massive ape.
Neither
Which,
basilisk.
these apes are like 8-10 feet tall, super wide, and this thing was carrying it easily in its mouth and just slams it on the ground.
Kenshin's not reckless. He thinks.
Okay.
Yep. He is very tactical minded.
So Aerodorn is currently wrapped up in the small ones, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then
He's kind of sandwiched between a couple of small ones that are clawing at him, and a giant one that has one fist,
Team,
like
are you
still
playing with the monkey?
pressing down on Pan, and the other one raising up for a strike against a
Why
possible
don't you
strike
blow
against
up the
Aerodorn
monkey?
with his shield raised.
Love my monkey.
Okay.
I don't want that monkey.
I'm going to go over to Aerodorn and use my sword in a strike against one of the monkeys.
Roll a d6.
Yes. To attempt to help.
Yeah, roll a d6 at the start of your turn.
There you go.
2.
Okay.
So you don't get that back.
If you click on Kenshin's token, you should be able to move him around now.
Yeah.
So I would come around this way.
Okay.
And then I will strike. Probably whichever one looks more hurt, if there is one.
I don't think either of them have been hurt.
One of
Both
them is
of
scared.
them look pretty much unscathed.
Okay. So I'm just going to strike at one.
Okay, which one?
Let's go with the one with the purple dot.
Okay.
My
Make your attack roll.
Oh no.
Oh. 8 plus. Which one would be?
It's the 2 attack roll, so it's probably the +8. So look at the Windsong Blade.
Oh yes, it is the +8.
So then that's 16.
Yes.
That hits.
Okay. Where's my? That's fat 0.
That's a 10.
Oh, that is. I'm dumb.
That's
Dirty
15.
10.
Well, +5 for the damage roll, so that's 15.
Okay.
God.
And then second strike is an 11 plus 8, 19.
That hits.
with another 10.
Wow.
10.
30 points of damage.
30 points of damage and 2 strikes just
What'd you,
cleaves
Max
this thing
damage.
down. It's done.
what'd you plug in?
Strike him from the head
No.
all the way down to his mid-chest, exposing his innards.
That is, it's first strike straight down. You don't go straight through the head because Kenshin knows that that's not a super soft target. Instead, you go through the clavicle, and the second strike finishes the bisection. It doesn't quite make it through the pelvis, but the rest of it kind of splits and just falls.
Nasty.
Covering you, of course.
And that's going to be... You can't move anymore, so that's going to be it.
Yep.
Dana, it's your turn. Celine, you're on deck.
Can I do the reaction
Which one?
opportunity attack?
No.
No.
That's if something leaves your range of...
Okay.
yeah.
Where'd you go? Stop. Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the one next to Celine.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
So that's a thing.
You're evoking the Eldritch energy within you. You wait for the exact moment whenever the 2 fists on the giant ape come down onto Pan, where it's hunched over enough that you get a clear shot. Wham, wham.
Dirty 20.
That hits. Go ahead and roll the second attack.
11.
11 just misses.
Okay.
So roll your damage for your first one. D10 plus 5 plus a D4. Because you're in your aura.
8.
That's a D8.
Oh, is this an 8?
Yeah, that's an 8.
Oh.
The 10 is the circus tent looking
Whatever,
thing.
that's 100. It'll count. 9.
9 total plus your D4.
Plus my D4. D4, where you go? 2.
2, so 11 total.
Mm-hmm.
The force of your blast, one blast, because of the way you're having to aim around this other ape, slams in the ground at its feet, but the other one, as it's distracted, catches it in the chest. And you see massive singe marks across its body as it like hits the ground and is whimpering and panting now, but not quite slain.
Dang.
You're gonna stay right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Celine, that brings us to your turn.
I'm gonna use Cure Wounds. Ooh, on myself.
Okay.
It's Bethel. I don't know how to stay out of combat. 6. Yeah. And then from there, pull out. Now that would count as an action. Do I have any bonus actions? I can't remember the name of it. Is disengage a bonus action?
No, it's full action for you.
Damn it. Wait, that counts as... No, healing words bonus.
Yep, but you can't cure wounds and healing word in the same turn.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I was thinking.
That is a real thing.
And throwing a weapon, that's a full action. You know what? I'm good.
Right there? Okay.
Yep, because I don't want to enrage a monkey.
That brings us to this Basilisks turn.
Oh. Make it go away.
That stomps over this thing, seeing all these creatures in front of it. You see the crystalline
Oh, I don't like it.
protrusions from its back begin to glow bright violet as it opens its maw and shouts in this horrific cry that you don't hear you don't hear it like physically, but it penetrates your mind, shaking you to the core. And I need everyone to make an intelligence saving throw.
I think that's an okay
Is
one.
it a magical effect, Nathan?
Is this magical?
The one that I
It's
actually
more
have
so
was-
biological than magical. He's not really casting a spell. It's an innate ability, so I'd say no.
That's who's a motherfucker.
That was worse, but
Five?
okay.
5. How dead am I?
Significantly.
I mean, I'm.
I rolled good too.
On a scale of 1 to 37, I am 21.
You take 25 points of psychic damage.
Oh!
Someone. Make him stop.
Are you unconscious or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are?
Yes.
Okay. Dana, what was your save?
7.
You take 25 points of psychic damage and are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Nat 17. What would
You
bonus
take-
into that?
Say what?
What would bonus into that?
It's an intelligence saving throw. So if you look at your saving throws, but with a natural
Plus 2.
with a natural 17, you take 13 points of psychic damage and are not stunned. Eridorn,
That was a 17.
same thing, 13 points. Pan,
It was a natural 20, but it was cocked. Thankfully, it's still 16.
13 points of psychic damage and you are not stunned.
Okay.
However, Celine, the cry echoes through her mind, and you see her eyes roll in the back of her head as she falls to the ground unconscious. Dana, stunned, holding her head, is just hovering there.
Does this affect the
Said 13?
monkey?
Say what? Yeah, it does. I'm about to roll their saving
Okay.
throws. Ooh, that one's a fail. Oh, dang it. No.
What'd you do?
I accidentally closed out my game and had to rethink. Hey man, it happens
Alright, quick,
sometimes.
somebody hack it and set the Basilisks HP to 0. Fuck it.
So that one failed and is just the one in front of you, Kenshin. You see it vibrates when that scream goes off and just collapses to the ground. Celine, the same thing happens next to you. That one is perished. The giant ape actually succeeds on the save and is not stunned and takes half damage. The other giant ape that was just there fails. So that one takes 25 points of psychic damage and is stunned.
I should use level 3.
And you guys see every time one of these creatures is slain, a little wisp appears up over them. Seeing you fall, Celine, because Zraya made her save.
And is also within your
She's going to use her reaction to flare the flame of the one that's right there next to you as soon as it appears. You immediately regain 17 hit points.
Oh.
Nice.
Let's see how long I can stay alive this time. Don't worry, guys. I'll fall back down.
Oh, that was the... I rolled bigger die than that. Hold on. And I rolled better. You regain 24 points of health.
All the damage you just took, healed right back.
And you come to consciousness as these flames cauterize the physical wounds you had and revitalize your spirit.
That's cool.
But you are prone on the ground.
Just good life. This is nice. It's a 4.
That was her reaction. That brings us to, and that was the Basilisks turn, bringing us to Eridorn.
As a bonus action, I glow and my hammer starts to spark all around it as I cast Thunderous Smite and attack.
Ooh.
That's what is mine? Plus 6, 16.
That hits.
Okay. And for the second attack, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. They both hit. Bring on the pain.
2d8.
You showed that monkey who's boss.
6 plus 2d6.
The monkey that's towering over you, Eridorn, which is a feat.
Ooh, nice.
Fucking 4'8" pan cleaving the shit out of a silverback.
Yeah, cleaving the crap out of an ape that's more than twice your size. Yeah.
Dealing 20 points of damage.
Ooh.
Dang.
On the first strike,
Nice.
thunder just reverberates off of it in a 300-foot diameter.
And what happens? It just deals extra damage?
Like lightning skips across it as my hammer connects.
Okay, nice. There's a massive clap. And it's almost like as you bring your hammer down, the storm from above, lightning connects with your hammer as you slam down, and the thunderclap reverberates off of it.
And then I am going to move. It's double movement to move through someone's space, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll move right to here as I move around.
Okay, you're going to dance around Pan?
Yep.
That brings us to Zreya's turn. She quickly calls out to Pan and Eridorn. Do you have that?
I think so!
And, because he's raging.
As she calls out some spell and extends her hand off toward the basilisk. 60-foot line. I think she can just make that. Yep. And she can avoid Dana while doing it.
Cool.
That's always a plus.
She gathers the strongest magic she has at her disposal, shouting, I am familiar with this creature. Do not look it in the eyes. And her hand opens, and you see brilliant sunlight erupting from it as she casts Sunbeam and slams this thing. It gets to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, it rolled like
fucking basilisk.
It rolled like shit, though. No, it just barely failed, even with its pluses. So, with that, it takes 6d8. 21, 23. 29 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
And is blinded for a turn.
Is that?
And the beam dissipates, but the sunlight is still held in her hands. But it is blind. As she shouts out, I think I've blinded the beast for a moment. Now's the time. She uses her bonus action to tell Jaka, who can fly 30 feet this direction, and attempts to impale the basilisk, but misses, unfortunately, as its flaming tail feathers just bounce off of the crystalline hide that this thing carries. That does bring us to Pan's turn, though.
Alright, bonus action, Pan will pop an entire fucking healing potion in his mouth, glass and all.
Okay, since it's a bonus action, you have to roll for it.
No. I want to use my action to attack, though.
Uh-huh.
Takes 3d10 damage from the glass.
Pan eats a lot of good shit.
Video game physics, man. Like, you eat the vial.
7 points back to me.
Okay, that's something.
I'm now in the 20s instead of at like 15, so I'll take it.
Hey, there you go.
Alright, and I will make my 3 attacks again. All reckless for weapons master. First one using the reckless abandon.
Okay.
Plus 3, that's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
That's only a... Oh, that is a 12. I thought that was a 11. Yeah, that's a 12 on the second one.
That glances.
Damage. And that is a 18.
Yep, all 3 hit. One of them, the middle one, does half damage.
How is that stupid monkey still alive?
He's a big boy. He's Harambe. Forever in our hearts.
19 on the first one. That's a 24 on the second one, half of 12.
Ho, 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 ho.
Ooh, that's an 11 on that roll. So that is a 21 plus 5, 26 on the last one.
Ooh, how do you want to end this giant ape?
Yeah.
I figure with my height compared to it, I'm like right at about knee height for it.
Maybe a little bit higher.
I keep slamming into the knee until one of the legs comes off.
And so you do. And it's just writhing there with blood splurting out of its knee. To put it out of its misery, you take one final strike into its chest as it can no longer maintain its composure and expires in front of you.
Expiring.
And let's see, I have 30 feet of, or 45 feet of movement from a barbarian. That's a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna pop right. Actually, no, nope, cancel that. Nope. I'm gonna go.
Don't forget to stand in your little thing. Don't forget to stand in
And
your
then
little
that'll end it for me.
fern thing.
I don't have to stand
Okay.
in it, just around it.
That brings us to the giant monkey's turn, of which the one is stunned. At the end of his turn, he recovers from the stun but can't do anything and is still prone on the ground. Top of the round, that brings us to Kenshin.
I'm gonna put this out there. Pan is hurt.
Pan is hurt. Okay, Kenshin, it's your turn. Roll that d6 at the start of your turn.
Let's go d6. Rolled a 3.
Not quite.
Yep. Which way is the ape? Oh, the ape is dead. I was about to say, which way is it facing?
Yep. All the apes are dead except for the one that's over there next to the basilisk. Yep.
Seeing Celine's action against the basilisk.
It wasn't Celine's, it was Zrea's.
Yeah, I was like, I was
Oh, yeah.
down.
Sorry.
Zrea is the one who hurtled the beam of light straight at that
I was
I saw the
Someone
basilisk.
who
bird
said
get
that.
closer. I thought I heard that.
I have to
I'm
run
gonna
to the bathroom,
move
just run for that, or roll for
in
that
the
paralysis check.
direction
Paralysis? Okay.
of the basilisk. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nope.
Ooh. I see. How do you measure?
It's a total on the top left.
Oh.
You look 25. You got one more square if you want.
I'm now Dana.
Well, no, he had to move around the corpse of the ape, so yeah, that was about right.
Now we'll stay where I am. And then I will ready myself against the recoil of the basilisk with my sword in my hand in a defensive pose.
So you're going to take the dodge action then?
Yes.
Okay. Bringing us to Dana's turn, who is stunned until the end of her turn, but manages to recover at the end.
She can't do what you wanted her to do, or
Yeah.
what she wanted you to
I was
do.
like, the only thing she told me to do, I can't do it, thanks.
No, because she failed her saving throw against that psychic whale.
Big mean
Psychic
well.
whale would be something interesting.
That
to
brings
fight.
us to Celine's turn.
So I'm going to roll towards Pan while getting up. About right there.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm going to run right up to him, right behind him. Put my hand on the center of his back and use Cure Wounds. Level. How rough are you?
I'm below half.
Okay. Yeah, level 2. Someone click on it.
Level 2.
12.
I get 12 points back.
You get 12 points back.
Nice.
Nice.
Help you.
Thank you.
That's what we want to see.
And then
We want to see teamwork and cooperation.
I'm going to pull
And
out
not
my
panic swinging his
loot
axe at Celine.
and wait. Because I can't do anything.
You used healing word on him?
The what?
You used healing word on him, right?
Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds. Oh, okay. Gotcha. You could pass out another inspiration if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that. I'll do that on, let's see. On Kenshin. Good job, Kenshin. You get Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you. I've been musically blessed.
He would not say that. He'd be like, take it back.
What is that, a D8 right now for you?
Yep.
Probably.
So that means you can spend a D8 on an attack roll or a saving throw.
Okay.
Or a ability check. Your choice. That, assuming you're going to stay there, that brings us to the Basilisks' turn.
He is blinded.
He is blinded and does not get his psychic scream back.
Oh, good.
The only thing it senses anywhere near him is the ape that's starting to shuffle around again, so it's going to take a multi-attack against him at disadvantage because he's blinded. So, first one is a bite attack. At disadvantage, misses. Claw attack. Misses. The second claw attack. They all three miss. This basilisk is just thrashing around, and you see this giant ape like rolling around on the ground, just barely avoiding the thrash of its claws and its bite in its tail. That brings us to Eridorn's turn.
As I come around to face the basilisk, I raise my holy symbol to the sky and cast aid on Celine, Kenshin, and Dana. You get 5. Your max hit points and current hit points are increased by 5 for the next 8 hours.
Okay, repeat that.
Your max hit points and current hit points are increased by 5 for the next 8 hours.
If you modify your max HP plus 5, it should auto add.
Yeah, it should.
Yeah. So click on your health
Okay.
to bring up the health box.
I did that.
At the bottom, there's a max HP modifier.
Okay.
Change that to 5.
Yay.
Why can I not click myself?
And if you could do that for Dana as well.
Oh, that's why.
Yes. Because I know how to do things now.
Okay, Eridorn, what else are you doing? Other than providing aid.
That was my action. I'm going to go ahead and move my full 30.
Shit, she's bad.
Get right up to the basilisk. Hearing her words.
You can't quite make it there, buddy, with 30.
Yeah, I can.
No,
I
you
measured
can't.
it.
You were right. Yeah, but you gotta measure that in terms
Let's
of
see. So
1,
5,
2,
10,
3,
15,
4, 5, 6. You come up
20,
one short.
25. What?
Allow me to show
I
you.
was here.
Yes, but you go
5, 10.
1, 2, 3, and then you move diagonal 4, 5, 6.
Is that rough terrain?
No.
Hold on.
1, 2,
I was here.
3, 4. Oh wait, hold on.
1.
You're right. I was counting your 1 as 1.
2.
You're good.
Yeah.
I was counting that weird. You're right.
Math.
So you get up there to it. Okay.
Yeah. And hearing her words, I kind of raise my shield to block my eyes.
Which is good because at the start of her next turn, just as you're raising your shield to avert your eyes, you see the blinded basilisk refocus its gaze. Just in time, as she is going to use her action to refocus that beam again at that basilisk to fire another one. It does succeed on this one, though.
It takes half damage?
It does take. It does take half damage. So that's 6 more d8 halved. Takes 11 points of radiant damage. But is not blinded. And unfortunately, and at the start of her turn, since it's not blinded,
I'm thinking.
she does need to make... Oh no.
Oh no.
Please don't.
Nathan.
Have mercy.
Zreya slams this thing with the sunbeam energy, but not before it meets her. She meets its gaze accidentally. And you hear her go, "Damn it!" You look behind and you see her movements becoming rigid and her scale beginning, her skin beginning to shale slightly.
Alright.
As a bonus action, nope. Jaka's impale does not hit the basilisk.
Rip.
Pan, it is your turn, sir.
Okay. So, I have a question. Since I'm behind it, would I be able to run up and make my attacks and then close my eyes? Or would I
No.
have to-
You have to close your eyes at the beginning of your turn to avoid the effect.
even though I'm behind it? And
Yeah.
looking at me?
Yeah, well, that's just the way the token is facing. It
Oh.
essentially it can
Well-
meet anyone's gaze right now, and
Okay,
it's
so then
yeah.
I would have closed my eyes because I was behind. That would have been good.
Okay, but you can run
I
up
will-
with an averted gaze. You can run up with an averted gaze and have disadvantage on your attacks if you want.
which is what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna get. Can I get here and get flanking on it, or would I have to be down?
Well, remember we use the alternative flanking rule, so it's just it lowers its AC.
Right,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry. I haven't been a part of combat in weeks. I forgot.
Pan has seen that Eridorn is extremely protective as long as somebody's near him. Just a thought.
I thought you might want.
Well, because my thought was I was just gonna fucking bamf away after I smacked.
Oh,
that
gotcha.
thing.
Okay, well then you do what Pan's doing.
But yeah,
I'm trying to help you guys out. I'm just saying.
yeah, I know. I'll just help it out.
All right, so make your
So I
attacks.
guess, yeah, they're gonna be reckless, great weapon master. I'll still use reckless abandon and make it 3 attacks. The first 2 having disadvantage, I would assume.
Okay. Yeah.
6 on the first one,
Nope.
Nice notes.
12 on the second one.
Unfortunately not.
Yeah. That's 17. That's a 17 on the last one.
17 glances.
Fuck. Dang. Okay. Boston. 19.
19 halved. Okay. Your first 2 strikes just bounce off of the crystal hide. The third one, you actually manage to take a chunk of the crystal with it.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just teleport.
Yep.
My bonus.
Poof.
Was my bonus?
Because wild magic barbarians can do weird shit.
I thought somebody said nope.
Nope, I said poof.
Oh, okay. It didn't sound like nope, man. I was like, wait, why nope?
Nope,
Why
sorry.
nope, Nathan?
No, it's a yes. It's a yes, you may do that.
Why did you know
Okay.
me?
It is now the giant ape's turn, which is going to...
I'm keeping my eyes closed.
Okay. The giant ape doesn't know to do that. So it is restrained and begins to petrify. But it is going to take its turn to make its 2 slam attacks against this basilisk. Only one of which hits. But there is a giant thud as one fist comes down, dealing 12, 18, 24 points of bludgeoning damage. And you do see that the basilisk is looking pretty worn at this point. But the monkey can't do anything. Unfortunately, this giant ape is beginning to turn it to stone itself. That brings us to Kenshin's turn.
Okay.
First off, roll a
Don't
d6.
look at it!
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Um.
Are you averting your gaze at the start of your turn?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm actually going to run up and attempt to take out one of its legs.
Okay, so run up next to Aradorn and make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
Roll again.
Avert
lower
your
one.
eyes at the beginning of your turn.
5
Plus
plus
8.
Be blind for
13.
about a second.
Nope, that one misses. Try again.
second attack.
Nope.
18. Dirty 18.
So 10 plus 8?
Yes.
Yep, that one hits.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll your damage. And don't forget his awakened strikes too. Whenever you hit with an attack, you can spend a spirit point to do one of those other two things. So are you trying to knock it prone? Is that what you're trying to do? By going for the leg?
I'm trying to damage its leg to reduce its mobility.
Well, so that would be the closest thing you can do that here in this platform would be prone.
Okay.
So spend a spirit point to use his trip attack.
Okay.
So
Is the AC 18
Just minus
with a
one.
-1 from flanking?
say what?
Is the AC 18 with the -1 added to it through flanking?
No, the AC is a 17.
Because I rolled a 17.
Oh, I guess you're right. You're right. So he takes full damage from that one. So I need to put on
It was an
another.
18.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So to spend a spirit point with him, mark off one of his spirit points, or you can't edit his thing.
I'll just do minus
Two
1
left.
spirit point.
Yeah, that's fine. You can add a D8 to the damage, and for the trip attack, he has to make a strength save, which
Okay.
he fails,
Cool.
I did a 10 on the D10.
and then a D8 is the diamond.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Sims.
8.
Nice.
Max damage on that,
Yeah.
so it's 18 plus 5, so that's 23.
Yep. And he is prone.
And he's not.
He's immune to prone, isn't he?
No, he's not immune to prone.
Oh.
But you do take a leg off
Ah!
with that strike, and it slams on the ground prone, crying out, blood curdling from the wound. It is not okay.
As I feel my sword strike through flesh and bone, I scream out to Aradorn and Pan, "Don't fuck this up."
Me
Dana?
about to fuck it up.
It is your turn. Do you choose to avert your gaze at the start of your turn, or no?
I will heal you.
Yes.
Okay.
Avert my gaze. Cure wounds. We got second level cure wounds myself. 2d8 plus 5. I'll just click at this. We got 20 points.
Nice.
Heal. Yay.
Nice heals.
Very nice.
So now it has 7 legs.
See what?
Now it has 7 legs.
Yes. Anything else, Dana?
No.
Nope. You're just gonna stand there with your eyes shut,
Yes.
listening carefully for any other signs of movement happening.
Yes.
Celine?
I'm going to close my eyes. I know that much.
So you close your eyes, you feel Pan reappear next to you all suddenly.
How's everyone look?
I'm decent.
Kenshin?
I'm not full, but I'm about half.
I am looking.
I can be secretly dead, but we didn't know it.
Decent.
Decent. Dana just got a shit
Not
ton.
bad.
I think everyone's looking mostly okay, actually.
Alright, for once, I can actually hold on to something for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to hold an action cure wounds, just in case anyone.
Is that a touch?
Yeah, that's the touch one.
It's a touch one.
Yeah.
So you're holding.
Wait, not touch. I'm at healing word. I'm a done.
Healing word. Okay.
Healing
Healing
word.
word, level 3. I will hold on to that action. That's a bonus action. I don't know where to go from here.
So you're preparing a spell.
Yeah,
So go ahead. You have to go ahead and mark off the spell slot because it does take the spell slot to hold the spell.
I clicked the button though.
Your face looked hilarious in your cam.
So, but you utter your healing word, and the string on your lute vibrates as you hold that energy there, waiting to release it as soon as you're ready. That brings us to the Basilisks' turn,
Good luck.
who fittingly so, in its dying moments, the energy across its back rises once more, and it erupts in a monstrous scream, as I need everyone to make another intelligence saving throw.
Why?
Okay, haven't we discussed this already? I'm kind of dumb. But I'm not as dumb.
Nope.
10 plus 8.
Means anything to you guys, I didn't roll nearly as good this time.
I'm still probably going to get knocked unconscious, is what I hear.
The damage isn't the issue. The stun is the issue.
Yeah.
Alright, Pan, what'd you get? 23 points of psychic damage and you're stunned.
14.
Ooh, now I'm rough. Very rough.
You just saved. So you take 12 points of psychic damage and are not stunned.
17 plus 2.
12 points of psychic damage. Dana?
5,
23 points of psychic damage and you are stunned.
14.
Just makes it. So that's 12 points of psychic damage with no stun.
Can't I just counteract that and not take
So
it?
Dana and Pan find themselves stunned. And the giant ape,
And just so you know, you have to let go of that spell before your next turn comes around, otherwise it fizzles.
damn it. The giant ape fails and is stunned.
He's
Again.
petrified anyways.
Not yet.
Oh, I thought he was turning
Not.
stone over.
He's turning to. They get another chance to save. That brings us to Eridorn's turn, as his psychic scream rips through your mind once more.
To stop that, I say, as I bring my hammer down.
Still shielding yourself with your eyes?
Is he? Is the thing prone?
So he's prone, so it's a
That's a
straight
straight
roll.
roll.
Yep.
First attack is 19.
That hits.
Second attack is a 23.
Both hit.
Alright. Now on the second attack, you know what? I'm gonna go pump some smite into this thing.
Gonna pump some smite into it.
Yeah, just a level, first level.
So 3d8, 2d8.
2d8. Yep. 6 plus what? Yep. Okay, so 6, 9, 14. Math, 22 points of damage.
Please describe this to the rest of the class, sir.
So, my first strike, as I'm shielding myself, I slam it in the face coming up, and then just my hammer radiates light as it slams down on top of its head.
Alright, Thor.
And with that final burst, the nature energy that you channel, you actually see as the basilisk slumps, its breathing's finalized. Wildflowers begin to spring from the decaying forest floor.
It was a good fight, Aragorn.
As you do that, Zreya, you hear her go, "Ugh," as she's able to resist the magical effects happening to her. You see her drop to a knee as her scales return to the reddish hue that they once were. However, stunned, you do still see the frozen face of this giant ape as it turns completely into stone, petrified there.
That was insane.
Did we want to let Celine pop off again?
Not my worst fight.
Yes. Would you like to use your heal on somebody, Celine?
How does the woman look?
Well, luckily the woman is right next to a creature that has a flame, and so as Rhea resists her issue, she is going to use her reaction to flare it, healing her for double 10s, and it max healing. That's 32 points of health.
Wow.
Where was that when I needed
From her
it?
cauterizing flame.
Use it on Dana.
And actually, Kenshin and Eridorn, she'll use it as the Basilisk flame expires too.
Oh, cool.
Damn it! I don't know where that D10 went.
Probably wherever you dropped it.
17. You guys get 21 points of heal.
Woo!
Kenshin and Eridorn. And that's all the cauterizing flame she can use.
Dana, what's your health at?
8.
8. Yeah, I'm gonna use it on you. You need it.
How are you looking, Celine?
I was fine. I say as you see my shoulders relax from pain.
Oh, it's at 5, by the way.
You got 10.
Yeah, 10.
You got 10 more because my dice hate me on this. Random.
Soraya climbs down off the ledge she was standing on. The sunlight dissipates from her hand. I've never seen a basilisk this far down the mountain before.
They usually stay in the higher peaks.
Deep under, actually. But this one is massive and so mutated.
As we're discussing, Eridorn would walk around to Celine and Dana and give them both 10 points of lay on hands.
Hands.
You guys also see that in time, Xhaka returns back to parakeet form and once more perches on Zreya's shoulders.
I sit down on one of the basilisk's knees and say, we will probably encounter a lot more creatures like this, seeing as they're probably running from whatever is killing the forest.
Maybe.
I have a feeling that these things were running from the basilisk.
Are we close to the hollow now?
We are quite close. Maybe an hour or two.
And Pan goes, I need rest.
She asked.
Falls.
She looks up at you and says, I think we can loiter here for a moment.
That sounds good.
I walk over and kick
Plus,
Pan like, pussy.
I would like to take in this story.
Pan, as you're on the ground, I come over and give you the last of my lay on hands. You get 5 more hit points.
We were about to take a short rest. I thought I was going to use some hit die.
We are going to, if you guys would like, Zreya is more than happy to let you take a short rest right here.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm taking a short rest.
As you guys take your short rest, you feel a slight warming sensation on your wrists. As from what Zreya has witnessed, the story of the Unbroken Ventures has grown, and you all gain 5 favor points that you may add to your seals.
You should Song of Rest while we're doing this.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Song of Rest. Roll the d6.
Can you roll one for me?
Yeah.
Roll a d6.
1d6.
3.
So anyone who uses hit die may gain an additional 3 hit points.
And how many
Per hit die or
charges?
just overall?
Just overall.
Okay.
How many charges did we get?
So what?
You said something about charges. How many?
You get 5 to your seal.
Okay. I've used all of my hit die. And I'm not full health.
But you know what, Pan? You did as barbarians do best, and you took that shit. You took
I was
it.
down to 11 at the end of that.
I'd say you took it like a man, but you took it like a fawn, really.
Yeah.
A short, stocky fawn.
Guild seal.
It was surprisingly
Add
slender.
quadra-
Yeah.
It only weighs like 100 pounds.
But after an hour of rest or so, Zria rises, says, "Oh, well, Eridorn, care to help me wayfind the final bit?
With pleasure.
Let's see if we can find an easier way down this hill." Oh yeah. She's actually even able to kind of lead you guys down a more sturdier path through the hill, which avoids most of the loose vines and roots just in case the forest is still angry from the death of its guardian. Until you come to an ominous from what you see, it looks like a dead tree whose leaves are complete crystal, half buried into the stone face of a large mountainous root. And as you guys come to stop in front of this, Zria looks at you all and says, "Welcome to the Nether Hollow." And we're going to end the session there for tonight. As everybody gets to level up. Woo!
Amazing.
Which we're going to do off stream.
Thanks for joining us.
So I appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. I know we started a little bit late, guys, but we appreciate everyone who decided to come out and have some fun. We're gonna go back to recording our sessions. So next Saturday there may not be an actual stream. There might be. If we get one of our videos edited and ready to go, we'll be broadcasting. Other than that, I'll keep news updated up on the Facebook page. And until then, hope you guys have a good one. Thanks. See y'all later.
Bye.